Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. It's a great saying, but is that actually the truth? Coach Greg, and today I am going to be responding to some of the comments that 5'6" got once he made a video about 6ix9ine. If you're a little bit confused about what all this means, you missed out on the video that was posted. This video basically went over the song Gooba. I think it's called Gooba. I'm not really sure. Anyway, we're making 2 videos a day on most days. It's a lot of work, and mistakes happen. Sometimes you miss something. One word slipped out. That word started with an N, ended with an A. You could probably guess what it means, but a lot of people were offended by this. And perhaps rightfully so. I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I personally hate this word. Hate with a passion. Hate it whenever it's being spoken. I don't like it. Okay? A lot of words do I dislike. F-A-G. Can you read that? Can you spell? I don't like that word. Do you think I'm against people who are gay? No. A lot of people make fun of me, will make comments. You're a yeah. You're a yeah. I'm like, stop doing that. I am very accepting of everyone. Everybody. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bisexual, heterosexual, circle, square, equilateral, white, black, gray. I don't care if you're a freaking unicorn. I don't care about any of that. I care about the person inside. Yeah, I try to help you lose weight, help you try to look your best, but what's inside is what counts, and that's what I care about. And when I'm singing a song, and it's literally a song I'm not very familiar with, and I'm reading the words off of a YouTube video, reading the words of a song that has 240 million views. The person who's singing this song, I'm told, is Mexican. He's not black. But let's think about this. Does it matter? Does it matter? If you're black, should you be allowed to say this? I'm not saying yes or no. I'm asking you. I want you to comment. I want us to have this discussion. Where else can you have this discussion? When I was in school, we never had a class. What are some words that are appropriate to say? Who's allowed to say it or what? If you're half black and half white, then you can say it. If you use it as a slang way, if you say it in a cool way, it's cool. If you rap it, it's cool. If you sing it, it's cool. But if you say it, it's wrong. We don't know the rules. There are no rules. We don't know. We haven't made them up. We don't know. Society hasn't deemed what's acceptable or not. And it changes all the time. At one point, some words were acceptable. Can you say the word dwarf? Can you say the word midget? Do you say horizontally challenged, vertically challenged? What do we say? Can you say I'm a manlet? Is that appropriate? Can you say moron? I say moron a lot. Is that horrible? Maybe it is. Maybe I should be barred from YouTube for saying that. Can you say stupid? Can you say dumb? A lot of words that we use, we don't know if they're appropriate or not. Queer, is that, should I bleep that word out? Fuck. Can I say that? Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Good. Make sure you bleep that out, editor man. Can I say the C word? Can I say moist? Babe.
No.
No, moist needs to be bleeped out. I read moist on the package of freaking cake. Blech. She's barfing as it's. Babe, what's worse? Moist? What are worse words than. What's worse than the M word?
What's the M word?
Moist.
Oh. That's probably
the N word.
Yeah, that's bad. I also don't like the word panties.
Panties is bad. You can't say anymore. What about F-U-C-K? Is that worse than?
Definitely I don't say that word.
Can you say it though?
I don't.
Is it worse than the M word?
The M words, the M word and the F word and the C word.
And which F word? F-U-C-K or F-A-G?
All of them I don't.
Okay, for me, F-A-G, way more offensive. Don't want to get kicked out. Way more offensive than F-U-C-K.
Well, I just don't like any
She doesn't like any of them. Admittedly, doesn't like any of them. Babe, if you're drunk and at the bar and some gangster rap comes on,
Well,
who knows every single freaking word to the song? To every single gangster rap song. Who knows them all and singing it loud and proud?
but I'm rapping. I'm not saying it personally. I'm rapping. It's the song, and I'm rapping. I'm in.
So we're in the club, and it's going, and she's spitting every freaking. You would think this girl is like the rapper for a living.
Yeah, the F word and the C word. I'll rap.
She'll rap every curse word in the book. Are you? You think you're racist for doing that?
Smacking bitches and like I don't agree with it. I'm saying it. I'm not personally saying it for me that I.
And would you
smack
consider
bitches.
yourself racist?
No, 0%.
I don't see her as racist at all. Very inclusive. Not like I've known her for zero
I'm from Toronto.
thought that she would think that way.
I grew up in Toronto.
And would you say that I'm racist even at 1%?
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very racist, 1 being not at all, what would I be?
0.
I'd be a 0. So when I use this word and I'm singing off the prompter and I'm expecting it to be edited out, anyway, it's gonna be bleeped. I'm singing the song. So when I'm singing the song and it comes up, I'm supposed to be like, yo, my mother, I can hardly rap. You think I have the skill to stop the word from coming that I'm reading when I'm not even familiar with the song and then say it? No. So the point is, how can you judge people who are singing a song, reading the words off of a chart? We're not saying it as a way to hate on people. It's not because we're racist. When I'm alone in private, in my own room, or with my best friends, I don't use that word, ever. I don't. It's not something I use. It's not the way I think. Do I have friends that use it? Of course I do. And there's friends that are racist. Yes, that's not me. But this is my thoughts. And they're mine alone. You can agree or disagree. I don't think that if you are a black person, you should be saying the N-word and trying to decrease its use or taking away the stigma of the word because it stems from hate and being treated with slavery in the past. It stems from badness. It's bad. And so if just because you're black, you're going to use that word, why would you want to use it? It's bad. And when you sing about it and you make it all this and try to make it cool, other little kids, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, they hear this. They're singing the lyrics. I'm not very good at picking up lyric songs. Little kids can sing an entire song. I was a school teacher. Do you know how hard it was for me to pick songs for phys ed class? When I taught dance class and so on, to pick a song that didn't have one bad word. I kissed a girl and she liked it. You think that the principal let me play that song? No. Do you know how I know? Because I played it and I had to take it off the air. The principal was freaking out. Well, Greg, you know, what about when their parents complained they kissed a girl? I'm like, but... All right, so you're saying that if you're a woman and you kiss a girl, that's not appropriate. So you're only saying that if the song had said, I kissed a boy, would you have made me take that song off the air? Because is it somehow okay to be heterosexual and not bisexual or gay? Because to me, that is completely inappropriate to be allowed to say I kissed a boy, but not to say I kissed a girl. Because you can see from my point of view, this song should totally be allowed to be played in school to a 7-year-old. No, you can't play it anymore. No one knows the rules. We don't know the rules. Where's the rule? So there's a slip up. So those of you who are the best subscribers and you click the freaking bell button, you would have heard that word. It was in there right away. And then there's about 100 comments. Oh my God, he dropped the N-bomb. Slipped up at 307, 308, 306. Oh my God, Coach Greg, look what you did. Get rid of him. Get him off of the internet. He's a horrible human being. A lot of people are hating on that. By a lot, I mean 20 out of 100,000. It's not like a lot, but it stands out. So there's people that are sitting there waiting for you to slip up, waiting for a mistake to attack you. Rather than say, oh, the editor probably made a mistake, probably forgot to take it out. Not, the editor purposefully planned to plot this because Coach Greg and his team have a hatred towards people of a different color than his own. Do you really think that? Have you seen my videos? I'm a freaking circle. I identify as circle, and I don't care how you identify, and I don't care the color of your skin. I don't care about any of that stuff. And I really want to promote inclusivity. Sometimes I comment on videos and people are like, oh, Greg, stop being so political. Like what? I can't even say my real feelings. I have to pretend to hate people? I'm not hating on specific, I don't pretend anything. I'm just being honest to tell you what I think. So let's go through some of the comments. And I'm going to have to edit some of this out because I can't even read the comment. I'm reading it. By reading what a person said about me, am I in fact racist? From somebody who's black. I'm black and hearing Coach Greg say made my day. We all know he isn't racist. He was just reading the damn limericks and forgot to bleep one out. So when I read that, is the rule I should say it like this? I'm black and hearing Coach Greg say Nigga. Is that what I should do? Or should it be like this? I'm black and hearing Coach Greg say, and it ends with made my day. Or should it be like this? I'm black and hearing Coach Greg say, word, guess what it means? Made my day. What is the appropriate way to read that? You let me know. Comment. Talk it amongst yourselves. Let us know. We want to know. We don't know. We're learning. We don't know. Somebody else's comment. I love how the editor picks and chooses what N-word to bleep. I'm black, and my doctor for sure gets the pass. He helped me get an abs while eating French toast. So, I mean, he's trying to be nice to me. He gets the pass. There should be no pass or dispass. It should be allowed or not allowed. Either everyone can say it or no one can say it. Does that not make sense? How come some people can say it and some can't? What kind of rule is that? I don't make the rules. There's no rules in my kitchen, but we should figure out rules of society and what's acceptable and what's not. So there's lots of these comments. I can't read the same comments over and over again. The same exact comments gets repeated over and over and over. 50 comments about him saying when reading lyrics of a song. This is what society has devolved into. Who gives a shit if he said it or not? So should I be deleting out shit? Which words? Can you say bitch? Or do I have to say the B word? Do I have to say a word that sounds like witch but starts with a B? Because is not saying the word okay? Is insinuating what the word is okay? Is spelling it out okay? I'm literally posing this question to you. Right there, you. You have an opinion. Figure it out and answer it. Can I say the N-word? Well, as soon as I say that, you know what I mean. So it's bringing thoughts to your head. So how is it appropriate for me to say the N-word? Should I be saying that? Can I say, if I say, F you, is that okay because I didn't say you by not saying the last three letters? Can I say Fucku? Is that okay? What's okay and what's not? Really think about it. And this is what I thought. As soon as I found out, so Johnny Shreve messaged me. He actually made a response video to this, which I haven't had time to watch. I'm too busy buying houses, extending and problems, lawyers, I don't have time for all this stuff. But I have time to make this video. So he says, hey, man, he forgot to bleep out one of the words. Okay. Oh, and I looked and I called up my brother. Steve, man, forgot to edit out that word. Oh, I'm on it. Upload, doing his magic. I don't know how to edit. My brother does. He's not an editor. He's actually a biostatistician, very smart guy. Learned how to do this on his own. Made a mistake. It slipped through. He's since bought $10,000 worth of computers, so this stuff doesn't happen again. Sometimes he doesn't upload and it doesn't really work. And he said, Greg, don't try to explain it. It's too complicated. You won't get it. But anyway, he spent $10,000 on editing software stuff, computers, and freaking stuff to do these videos. 2 a day. One word didn't get bleeped out. He thought he did. It wasn't on purpose. It was a slip. So here's a comment. Coach Greg, and this is what I said as soon as I thought it. Coach Greg is a black natural athlete. He can say the N-word. So exactly, as soon as I saw this, I said, well, could Chris Bumstead have said this? Because he's a black natural athlete. If I were, in fact, 1/8 black, 1/16 black, if my great-grandpa or great-grandma Josephine, if she were black, and I'm mostly white, but I have some part black in me in my past, do I get the N-word pass? Where do we draw the line? I mean, think about it. Really think about it. Think of some other words. Giver. Is that appropriate? Of course not. Can you even say Indian? Can you read the word Indian? Can you read? Can you think about it? When you're dancing to a song alone in your car and it's ablazing and a bad word comes out, do you have to edit yourself out? If you're that far against me reading the lyrics and singing it out and having it not bleep, and you think I'm that much of a human being, that I'm that evil, then of course, unsubscribe, don't watch me again. Of course, you have that right. But don't be a hypocrite. If you listen to that song and didn't change the channel, any song that's ever said that, if you bopped your head and danced to any song that uses any of these words inappropriately, you're part of the problem. If you, in fact, think this is a problem, you're part of it because you're condoning it. By listening to the song, by going to his channel and seeing 240 million views, if you're one of those 240 million people who watched it, you're supporting it. You can debate me if you want, but you are supporting it. Just because you didn't make a YouTube channel like me where you said it, you might have sang it in your car. You may not have said it out loud verbally. You may have thought it out loud. You ever, when you were in school and the teacher told you read silently for the next 10 minutes, the whole class were reading. You're reading the words in your head. When you see the negative words come up, do you skip the sentence or paragraph and move on? Or do you actually read it and hear it in your head? So at what point is somebody racist? Think about it. At what point is that? Where do you draw that line? Because it's a difficult line to determine. I know that I'm not racist because I know me and I know my thought process and I know how I think in my own mind. I know. You don't know anything about me. You know I yell and scream on a camera. You might know what body fat percent, but you don't know how I think. You don't know if people are pretending or lying or what their intentions are. My intentions are not bad. I'm not doing this to try to lower anyone's class or status in the slightest. You might think I am, and that's just sad. If you think that, that's too bad. That's just sad. It's unfortunate that we were raised in a society that we could get to this point. It's 2020. Stop giving him shit for saying the N-word. Make the difference between saying a racist word and being racist. He's just reading lyrics. He has a black friend, likely talking about my friend Johnny Shreve, IFBB Pro, who actually made a response to my using that word in the song that he makes videos with about getting leaner. Please stop judging. It's so frustrating. So should I have read that? I don't like the F-bomb. Should I have said it? I don't know the rules. Why the F? Some people like to shove the past up. Something to think about. He forgot to bleep an N-word. Prepare for hate and a lot of debate. Pretty good rhyme. Deep down, we all know he's not racist and he's just singing the lyrics, and it is his time. The N-word was pretty normal to say. I think. I am not literally 98 years old. So no, it wasn't really normal to say that in my time. I'm only 44 in real life. Oh, it's from a 15-year-old kid. So yeah, see, so a 15-year-old kid is seeing a 44-year-old and says it is time. Well, no, it's not really. I did have some friends, but yeah, like my parents, grandparents, basically my grandparents, they weren't even in favor of interracial marriage. Interracial, I'm standing corrected. Good thing I have somebody listening. How come I thought you tuned me out all the time.
I did, but I can hear your words.
Go watch the 6ix9ine video. Remember you tuned me out and you were eating a freaking pizza.
No, I was
Pickle pizza.
I was looking at pickle pizza.
She was looking up pickle pizzas as it tuned out from my video. This editor is gonna get dumped, and I think that's his brother edits his videos. Clearly, I'm not dumping him. You imagine how many mistakes he has corrected that I would have put out there? Hundreds of mistakes. If I just spoke and he went, I'm gonna put a compilation of Greg Doucette mess ups. It would be an insanely, oh my God, everyone would unsubscribe because it would have every mistake I've ever made. So yeah, it's a mistake and it's a small one. Oh, ban Greg, it's the biggest mistake ever because it's the N-word. It's a small mistake in terms of how easy it is to make. When you put bleep, whatever you do, bloop, and then you have to upload and stuff, and it doesn't happen. It can happen. And I'm the one that makes them do 2 videos a day. That's me that requests this. So basically, we're living in a world where everyone is scared what to say. Everyone's worried of what people think. Everyone is literally petrified of what people will think of them. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating.
Yeah, like
So,
I don't want to give input to this video because I'm like, people are going to be like, oh, Allie did this, Allie did that. Like, this is why I stay neutral all the time because I don't want to offend anybody, so I just stay neutral. But I shouldn't have to stay neutral. If I want to say something, people should know that I'm not intentionally trying to offend you. If I just say any little thing, everyone is always offended. So nobody knows what to say.
yeah, so literally, I'm making the video. I'm like, babe, do you do the video with me? Well, no, I don't know what to say, because, like, what if they get mad at me for saying what I think? I don't know what I should say. I'm like, say that in the video. Express that it's so scary. We don't know what to say. You're scared of what people are going to say. People are so scared to be judged. I've touched on this before. I make a video, and I say what I think because I'm confident enough and have enough self-esteem that I can handle the criticism. So if you hate me for what I said, I don't care. But a lot of people do care. A lot of people get bullied to the point of they literally take their own life because of what other people say about them. So I could have said the N-word as a slip-up in a song and not edited it out. And if I didn't have an editor, I don't know what to do. And I made a mistake and it's there. And oh my goodness. And thankfully, most people already know that I'm not racist because they've seen me in other videos talk about this and they've seen how I act. But let's say this is the first video I've ever made. And you don't know anything about me, and you've never watched a Coach Greg video, and you come on, and I'm wearing a freaking rainbow-colored outfit, and I'm pretending to rap and saying stuff, and this and that. You're gonna be like, oh my God, this guy, and blowing him up, and 5,000 negative comments, and I read it, and I'll be like, we hate you, you should die, you're a horrible human being, you should end your life. And what if I do? Some people, it actually happens. It's happened recently. I did a video about it. So you got to be careful. So my advice, talk about this stuff. Stop sweeping it under the freaking rug. You need to be able to discuss this. We don't talk about this in school. I was a school teacher. You think I could put my kids in the class and say, okay, guys, let's all talk about what's an inappropriate and appropriate racial slur to use when you're out with your friends. I had a hard time talking about sex, safe sex, protected sex, anything. I had a hard time talking about anything. What about what the parents will say? The principals are panicking because they got people complaining to them. I'm panicking, the principal's panicking to me. Everyone's panicking, no one knows what to do. So no one talks about anything. Parents are scared to talk about even parents are scared to talk to their own children about sex and stuff like this. No one can do it. It's a sad world. We need to open up. We need to have discussions. We need to come to an agreement. We need to be allowed to make mistakes. No one is perfect. Nobody even knows the right answer. And we all come from different age groups. 15-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 44-year-olds like me, and then it keeps going. We all come from different experiences, different backgrounds, different cultures. We don't know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. I don't know what's appropriate. I really don't. I try to do the best, but I don't know. How about this saying? Don't Should that be bleeped out? Can I even say that out? Can we even have this discussion? How offensive could that be? If you are black, maybe it didn't offend you that much. If you're Jewish, maybe you're like writing up Coach Greg and you're already unsubscribed. I am talking about it to find out, how bad do you rank words? Oh, this is the 3 words you can never say. Well, which 3? It depends on if you're in that group or not. Think about it. If you might make fun of people for their sexual orientation, who they prefer, you make fun of somebody's born a man who wants to be a woman, somebody that's transgendered, whatever, you make fun of these people, it is absolutely atrocious. It's horrible, the amount of abuse that I see online. It is horrible. And if you're black and was a slave in the past, horrible, horrible. Not more horrible than some of the abuse that some people get right now for being a male transitioning to a female. You can debate me if you want. It's worse or bad. It's what's worse. How do I know what's worse? Is it worse if you're being beaten or being name called? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. It's a great saying, but is that actually the truth? If a name made you commit is that okay? Is that hurting you? That's pretty freaking bad if you want to life over something. So I don't know. I can't judge. I can't say what's worse or not worse. But I know that all hatred is bad. All of it is bad. So the next time you think about a song that you're singing along, and you don't know if it's appropriate, you're looking around, oh, it's friends of mine, so I can say it. Yeah, I'm going to say it. And then you look around, oh, somebody I don't know, I can't say it. You probably shouldn't be saying it. And the singer should probably not be singing about it in the freaking first place. Really, that's the problem. It's stemming from the top and it's coming down. 6-year-olds don't know any better. They don't know what you can say or not. The parents, they yell at you. Don't say that word. That's the F word. You can't say that word. They learn real quick. I better never say that. Then they go to school and they hear the teacher say it once. Oh, geez. Their friends have said it. The songs are saying it. They hear it rap. But mom and dad, you said that you can never say that word, but they hear it everywhere else. They don't know what to think then. Okay, so I'm going to end this here. Think about this stuff, write about it in the comments, and be open. And don't get mad at each other in the comments. It's opinions. No one knows the real answer. People are trying to learn. They don't know. If somebody is saying it on purpose to be bad or mad at you, to get at you, if they're using it to, that's bad. You know it is. Okay? If they're not sure if they should be singing it or talking about it or typing it, it's different. If it bothers you, tell them. Explain it. Say, hey, this bugs me. I'd prefer if you didn't do that. If somebody said, hey, Greg, don't say this, and it's my friend, Greg, don't call me a moron. It really hurts me, offends me. That word to me offends me. I'm not going to call them that because that's horrible. They just told me not to do it. If my girlfriend doesn't like me saying you're obese, I'm going to stop because she said don't use that word. Don't call me obese, call me fat. If you don't like being called fat and that's a really offensive word to you, then don't say that that person's fat. Explain what you like and don't like. But don't just automatically assume somebody's an evil person if they sing a lyric that you didn't like. It's in the song. They don't know. It might be a mistake. I'm not even referring to me. Somebody else. Okay? Greg.com for coaching. Greg IFBB Pro. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, I am